All right. Welcome to the Call Sheet Podcast. I'm Gabrielle Simone, and we're kicking the year off right. Charles is my second interview of the year. So this is Charles Huggins. I'm going to let you introduce yourself, but from what I know, you are just a top tier gentleman. I had the pleasure of meeting you probably like 5-6 years ago. But you're an awesome stuntman. And that's why I had to have you here, because not just like you're an actor, but you are like a real life superhero. Yeah. You make the superheroes come to life on the screen, I guess is the best way to put it. Right. So go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
All right. What's happening, y'all? I'm Charles Huggins, the third. I'm a stuntman, actor, badass, IT guru, adventurer, all that stuff.
I love it.
Not only do I do stunts in movies, I do in fight scenes, fire stunts. I do high falls. I do a lot of stuff that I like to say that black people don't like to do, and then they keep me hired.
Yeah.
So black people don't like water. Black people don't like height. Black people don't like fire, and black people barely like playing with knives and stuff.
Yeah.
So I embrace myself to do all of those things. So when the time comes, it's like, oh yeah, we need a black person to do this. I'm that guy.
I love it. Okay. All right. So take me back when you first got bit by the acting bug. How did you fall into acting?
Ooh, that's a long story. All right, I'm gonna make it short, but I'm gonna make it cool.
Okay.
Right. So when I was younger, I got the Hank Aaron scholarship for martial arts. So it was very much a scholarship that was made for youth in the projects.
Okay.
Here in Atlanta, I was very, very fortunate to be able to show my skills. As far as martial arts.
Okay.
And
how old were you?
I was like 9 years old.
Okay, so young.
And at that time, it was the Olympics here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And Hank Aaron, he came to our neighborhood and was like, "Hey, I want to help a lot of you guys reach your dreams and stuff." At the time, I just know I wanted to be a Power Ranger.
Okay.
That was
the 90s
that was
thing,
so thing. I was like, I want to be a Power Ranger. I want to be a superhero. He was like, "Oh, you want to work in like movies and stuff?" I didn't think that was what it was. I was like, yeah, ish. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I like martial arts. So he gave me a nice little scholarship to like get martial arts classes and maybe take some acting classes. But something came up that he ended up buying me a trumpet. It was like, "Hey, practice this. It's still kind of arts." But, until we can try to find something, because I was very young at the time, until we can find something to put you in, just keep your art bug good.
Okay.
So I played the trumpet throughout middle school, elementary school. But I've always been athletic, so I got into sports. So I started playing the trumpet. But like when I got the trumpet, everybody was telling me like, "Yo, you should act. You're very charismatic. This is that." And being a kid from the ghetto, I just never thought that I would be a guy on TV,
right?
Doing the things. So long story short, I graduated college. I got a job out of college with Johnson & Johnson in New Jersey, and it was my first time being outside of Atlanta.
Okay.
And I was very much into comics at the time, so I went and go play with the kids, playing with the comics, playing with their voices and stuff in New York. And this guy just randomly came and was like, "Hey, bro, you're really good. Would you like to do some of my cartoons?" And I was like, "Oh, really? Oh, cool. You gonna pay me?" He was like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna pay you."
Yeah.
Bet. So I went to his house. I did some voiceovers for his custom cartoons. And his roommate came out of nowhere. And this is where everything started. He was like, "Hey, bro, you look like you keep in shape." And at the time, I was fighting, MMA, boxing. I got into it really heavily then. But I was working a corporate job at the time, too, in IT. And he was like, "Hey, bro, you like you keep in shape? We're having open auditions tomorrow for Stunts." And I was like, "Stunts? That's like fighting in movies? Like I can do this in movies?" It's like, "Yeah, it's open." And I was like, I've never been to an audition. I had never heard. I never knew where to go get started. So I was like, "Yo, yeah, that would be great. Like, bro, I'm from the projects. I never,
Yeah.
I always wanted to do this. So this will make me a Power Ranger. This is like, give me the opportunity. So I went to the audition, and out of 180 people, I made like the top 10.
Wow.
And it was only 2 of us black guys. I think they was looking for a white guy. But I didn't get the role, which still was okay. But that audition, I kind of surprised myself. I was like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. And then, I was following the directions. And, afterwards they told me, hey, you didn't get the role, but we were very impressed with you. I told him, hey, I'm from Atlanta. I'm planning on moving back to Atlanta and maybe, maybe pursuing this. He was like, well, here goes some contacts. Holler at these people when you get there. Wow. And, I wish the best for you. I'm like, cool. Immediately, I planned a year from leaving my corporate job, making $100,000. I was making $115 at the time. Right out of college, I was like 23, 24 years old. And I was like, all right, well, now I really want to do this. This is something I always I never thought I'd be able to get the chance to do.
Right.
So I was like, yo, this is the opportunity. So I planned a year to quit my job. After a whole year and a half, I quit my job. I saved up some money. And I took the leap of faith and was like, hey, I'm going to move back home. Yeah. And I'm gonna just see how this goes. Because I did everything right. I went to college. I went to college. I got good grades. I got a job out of college, making more money than all my family combined. And I just know that hey, this is great, but it just wasn't fulfilling for me. Right. It wasn't doing. I was making good money. And I got to travel. I had never really been outside Atlanta, so I got to go to Amsterdam. I got to go all over the world, and it felt good, but it was still something was missing. Yeah. And going to work every day, corporate job, being the only black guy and the only young guy there. And it took a toll on me for a couple of years, and I was like, yeah, I got to get out of this. I got to do this every day.
And in the north where it's freezing,
cold. I'm from the south.
So I know.
It was a lot. But,
and up north, it's like it's not that southern hospitality that we get around here.
Nah. I turned into another. I mean, I still was a southerner, but it was like, I understand why they're like that for a reason. But
so, what year did you move back home?
2015 was I took the leap of faith then, and I drove down here. It took me like 2 weeks. I drove down here with all my stuff, and I just started fresh in 2015. And when I met you, it was 2016.
Was that the year?
DFAS. Well, it was Dustin Felder. Yeah. Louis Stansel.
That's okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That's when I first met.
And then we ran back into each other.
A few times, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Goodness gracious. That was like a lifetime ago. Yeah.
So that's my story of getting the acting bug.
Got you.
I got to do that, and I got the acting class, and I got humbled. I got humbled. Really quick, really good.
Okay, tell us about that, because acting is very humbling.
It's very humbling.
You think you have until you start getting into it.
So because I was a fighter, I thought that stunts and stuff was just gonna come easy, and just not knowing that is a different type of art. You're not hitting people. There's a reason why the fights look like they look like. That's why there's a reason why we swing wide. There's a reason why it's not the same thing as fighting. Right. And I had to learn that quick. Okay. But the acting wise though, when I took class with Louis Stansel, and I had to dig deep on the scene, and it almost broke me. I broke down during that time, but it was really like, oh my God, bro, this is what acting really is. I didn't know the emotion part. I didn't know the drawn up feelings. I didn't know being in that moment with that person. It's so immortalized in that moment. It's moment to moment in that moment. And it's I didn't know it was that. I just thought I was gonna say the words and be cool and have fun. Right. And it was fun to a certain extent. And I had to learn what type of fun it was. Okay. It was fun that it was passion, but it wasn't fun when I got broke down in that humbling moment. And I'm grateful for Louis for that forever, because I'm not one to get embarrassed from a lot. I'm always a lot of times the first person to fail, and I'm okay with that because I'm not afraid to But that was the humbling part, and I was like, no, I need to like really study this. I really need to like put the time in for this because it's not the same.
Yeah.
And that year, 2015, I spent the whole year. I didn't go out for no roles. I didn't go out for no extra work, anything like that. I just stayed in class.
You just spent the whole year training.
And I figured I was like, hey, it took me 4.5 years to get through college and get a big job. It's gonna take me about 4.5 years to learn this craft before I can even get anything outside of it.
I love that because a lot of people won't step back and really realize that, hey, I just need to study the craft. Right. So many people just want to like jump off the porch immediately into, the biggest movie. And it's like, no, this is a slow grind. This is a learning experience. You have to have tools to pull from when you actually on set. So yeah, I admire that you just took a whole year just to train.
It was needed. And I did the same thing with stunts. Like I said, I was a fighter. I did fighting before. But when I did my first stunt class, it was like, oh shoot, I didn't know all of this was involved. It was like, okay, I threw a punch like it was a real punch,
like a street fight.
And the guy was like, "The fuck are you doing?" I'm sorry.
No, you can.
Oh, okay. It's like, dude, what are you doing, bro? I was like, that's a hook. He was like, yeah, that's a real hook. And I was like, ain't we doing a fight? It's supposed to look real. It's like, there's ways of making the fight look real. And that's the skill. That's the training. That's what's going to get you hired. Okay. And I had to learn that. That took some time because, like, I'm used to making my punches tight. I'm used to moving a certain way because when you're fighting, this is what it is. Right. But when it's choreographed when it's on camera. It's a dance. Yeah. It's literally a dance. And, that we're touching each other. But, like, it's a dance. And we have to make it look like we both don't know what is going on. But because we do both know what's going on, we can do things that can make it look like it's real. Right. That took some time. And I think that's a lot of things. A lot of people say, hey, I'm athletic, I can do this. It takes some athletic, but it takes some skills in there. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do this over and over and over again without any mistakes.
Because I love watching your demo reels like on Instagram. Like I love watching that. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Because like it really is an art and it's hard to make it look so real. Right. Yeah. And, because we've all seen like bad acting and bad fighting. You're like, okay, I don't believe this for a minute. Yeah. So take me through your first stunt job that you were hired on.
Whew. This is a great story. So, okay, I had been pursuing stunts since 2015. And 2015 all the way until 2021. I was about to quit.
Okay. Before you go, why were you about to quit?
Because it took long.
You just weren't landing anything.
I wasn't landing anything. Okay. I got told no so many times. I got told I was too old. Because I'm in my 30s now. Yeah, okay. Stunts is a young man game. Okay. It really is, and you heal faster when you're younger. True, yeah. So, yeah, when you do a stunt, we're not falling on mats. We're falling on the concrete, and we're going every time. So your healing factor have to be, hey, you hit the ground today, you're going to be sore tomorrow, you better be able to be ready next week if they call you. Okay, and that money, you're like, bro, I ain't finna miss out on no, that. Yeah. Bro, I'm finna heal up fast. If I don't heal up, I'm just gonna take the pain. This is what it is. I wear some extra pads. That's how our world is. Okay. But 2015, I had started training and I had been training nonstop for like 4.5, 5 years. All the way to 2021. So okay. 6 years. And I had been told no. I haven't been told I'm too old. I've been told so many things. I was told, hey, you're not in the union, so we can't hire you. Wow. It was getting to the point I was like, well, how am I supposed to do this? Right. So I was like, look, man, I'm in my 30s now. Don't know girl. I mean, I do want to start a family pretty soon. Don't know girl want to mess with a broke guy. Okay, yeah. I was super broke I knew it too. I knew I was gonna be broke. But I was broke for a minute because that was a sacrifice that I was making, losing, my job and all. But anyway, I signed up for the Air Force to go reserve. And I got I got the call and I was like, hey, you got accepted. We offer you this bonus, some like this, because I scored really high on the ASVAB. And they was like, hey, you can come and take the test, you know, do your little physical stuff, and sign your paperwork, and you ship out on October 15th. Now, this is in 2021.
Okay.
Not October, September. Yeah, October 15th. So it's like September 18th, you know. So I go take the physical. I go kill the little PT thing. Like, oh, this is easy, whatever. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go do this, and when I'm gonna go do the basic training stuff, go take the classes and stuff, and I'm gonna come back. And I ain't quitting the stunt thing, but I just gotta look. I can't be 30 years old and living the way I'm living.
Yeah,
I need to get things together. I need to get my shit together. And I went and did all that, and that was on a Monday. After I did that, I got on the bus on the way home. This is cool. I'm getting real great about it. On the way to my car, I get a call, and us stunt people, we joke around a lot. We're big kids, so you know we'll call each other on some pranks and have fun type stuff. I got a call. It was like, hey, this is blah 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 with it was called Summer Break at the time. I was like, with Summer Break? I'm like, oh, okay, we're filming here in Atlanta. You know, we skipped over your stunt reel because you're not in the union. And I was like, typical. That's what everybody do. It's like, well, we can take new people now, and we really would like to offer you a role in the show. And I'm like, Summer Break? What the hell is Summer Break?
Yeah.
I never heard of this movie. I'm like, okay. And I was like, all right, well, just let you know first, I'm not union. She's like, oh, it's okay. We're gonna pay for your tab. I was like, are y'all joking with me? Are you pranking me right now? And it was like, no, we're not playing. My name is, I won't say her name right now, but like, she was like, my name is blah, blah, blah. You can look me up and give me a call back. I was like, okay. Hung up the phone. I get to my car, and I didn't think nothing. I was like, somebody pranking me. I don't play these type games, especially when it comes to something that I absolutely want. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
I get the, I look her up soon. I get, let me look her up. I got 5 minutes. I look her up, and it said stunt coordinator, this person, that show, this movie, that movie, her father's. I was like, oh my God. I heard her call her back, and it was like 15 minutes later. She was like, do you believe me now? Yes. What's up? What do you want?
Yeah.
She's like, so if you go get a COVID test tonight, you can start on Wednesday. You know what Wednesday was? Wednesday was my birthday. September 23rd. I was like, I go get the COVID test, I go get the HIV test, I go get whatever test you need me to get. What's happening? I went and got that test and got the paperwork immediately, and I started on Wednesday on my birthday at Wakanda Forever.
Wow.
I didn't know it was Wakanda Forever. I was like, I got there and I started seeing like people people that I follow online.
Yeah.
I was fanning the fuck out like they were celebrities. I was like, oh my God, you're Aaron Tony. You double Black Panther. It was like, hey bro, what's your name? What are you doing here? And I was like, oh, I just got hired. It was like, oh, good. Yeah. Well, as you can see, everybody's training, just following where you think you can do some stuff. But you're a Jabari. Yeah, just go over there with the Jabaris. All the big guys over there. And I was like, oh, and that's the start. And then one of my friends that I had been training with for a long time, he had been working. Shout out to Dunny Yehuda. That's my dog. I love him. He came to me and was like, welcome, bro. I'm glad to see you here. And I had been training him I've been training with him for a long time, and he had been killing it. And when he said that, that gave me the best feeling in the world. Yeah. And from then on, it's just been rolling. Yeah. I was on there for 3 months.
That's like the best birthday gift ever.
Ever. It was the best.
Wow.
Best year. So 2021, that's when I got my first stunt gig. And I was on there for 3 months. I paid all my debt off that I had for the last 6 years.
Amen, with one paycheck.
They gave me that one paycheck. I was like, this is going to be every 2 weeks. He was like, oh, wait till we start filming. You're going to get adjustments. I didn't know what that meant at the time. It was like when you start doing stunts, they give you money for doing the stunts. I was like, well, I'm going to get this plus more? Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, that was the best.
Love that.
It was the best. And it was that 6 years. I always say like, oh man, that could have picked me earlier. No, it was so worth it at that time. I started crying.
Yeah. So
It
for
was
your
the greatest.
first job to be a
Wakanda
Marvel
forever.
film in Wakanda forever.
My favorite superhero.
I know.
That I found on my own when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like I found this guy on my own. I was like, yo, I need to find a black superhero.
Yeah.
It was Black Panther, and it was like, oh, I'm finna be in the movie. Bro,
with Black Panther. I know.
Dream come true. It was a dream come true. Everything about it was dream come true. And like now, a lot of people, I created a good reputation then at that time on that set.
Right.
To the point now, like people remember me just from that or some of the things I did there. And I mean, I made it on screen on the movie, which is great, which is also rare too. For a stunt person. So yeah, it was a grateful thing, but it also gave me confirmation like, hey bro, this is where you belong. Yeah. This is where you're supposed to be.
And it was worth the time spent training.
Oh, it
like
was worth
for that to be your first job out the gate, no union, like
no union. It was worth all those years of not making 100,000 and struggling. I went from 100,000 to like making 30.
Yeah.
It was so worth it.
Yeah.
And but like the thing was, I was much happier.
So what were you doing while you were training? Just like little odd jobs, or did you just have?
Yeah,
like,
I had a lot of odd jobs.
Okay.
Hey, if you're gonna follow your dreams, you're gonna do what you gotta do to get to it. And I still like even to this day, I'm at my dreams, but in order for me to maintain and try to keep it's the job to keep it. It's
Absolutely.
a job, and you gotta have the discipline to go out and seek and try to get more. But yeah, I got jobs I did. Like I said, I used to be an IT professional, and I had to downgrade.
Yeah.
In order for me to train every day, when I first moved back here, I did get an IT job.
Right.
With the state, I took a really big pay cut, but I couldn't train like I wanted to get where I needed to be. So I was like, all right, well, I got to do this full time, and shoot, I'm gonna have to give up using my degree that I invest in myself in. Yeah. It's like, God, so.
No, I get it though. Like, I get it.
I'm not used to just making $400 every 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it was killing me. But I shoveled shit. I one of the odd jobs, I had to put on the little hazmat suit and go into people's houses and get mold and black widows.
Ooh.
Black widow spiders, if you don't know what that is. A lot of lawn work. Security. Okay. I worked security a lot to the point that I had to stop because I ended up getting arrested. Wow. Yeah, for beating somebody up. And like I was being security. Yeah. And then like the charges got dropped a month ago. Wow. And it happened 5 years ago. Yeah. So yeah, sacrifices like that. I've been trying to get in more into IT, to try to do something remote now because since the pandemic, things kind of changed. That's kind of been harder. Yeah. But but right now I train kickboxing. I teach people kickboxing. I still do a little PT here and there, personal training. But anytime any brand ambassador work come by, I'm game to do that. I still do a little IT here and there, but I've had to become a freelancer. Yeah. To get work. That's what I was just talking to another actor about. I was like, it's basically freelancing. Yeah. Yeah. While you're in between, gigs and So do you are you still like auditioning weekly? Are you still training, or how does your life look now? I still train. Shout out to LS Studios. I haven't trained there in a while, but like that's my home studio. I still train there. But my coach, my absolute favorite coach is Chantal Maurice. I train with her a lot. Whenever I get self tapes, I go to her. I feel like I've heard her name before. Oh, she's dope. She book a lot, and like her teachings, her coaching is on point. I've grown a lot since I've been with her. Okay, good. But I do a lot of cold reads on my own, also with friends, and that's another thing. If you use your resources and the people that you network with a lot. And just practice. Even if it's something that you're not recording. Right. That's something I do a whole lot. But yeah, as far as stunts though, I'm in it every day. That's my thing. Oh, every day. Yeah. I train at the vault It's like in Tyrone, Georgia. Shout out to Chris Brewster. He's a hard ass when it comes to he don't play like we're training to be badass. You're gonna be a badass, and you know we're something like when it comes to stunts. It's not just about acting. We are.
Yeah,
it's what we are.
Right.
And you know we're badasses. So in order for us to be badasses, you got to do badass stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do that all the time. I go shoot. I fight. I spar a lot. I spar a whole lot. I love it. You know, it's fun. But I do like teaching, but I feel like I'm a encyclopedia. I soak up knowledge like everywhere. So I love learning. So yeah, I'm always looking for different classes to get into, different type of acting methods, different ways to do different stunts. Yeah, that's like every day for me.
Okay.
And I write as well.
Oh,
I've been
that's
taking
great.
writing classes. And writing a couple of my own scripts. Yeah, in this, I just start seeing like, you know, if you just wait for the opportunity, you're gonna be waiting for a long time.
Yeah,
and you have to
absolutely.
create it.
Yeah. So Stuntman is that's just your thing.
That's my thing now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to be so I used to say I'm a stuntman that can act.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to transition to I'm an actor that can do stunts.
I love that.
Yeah, and that's the longevity for me. The acting is the longevity. The dream was to be a stuntman, and like even then, once you reach one goal, you should always have other goals afterwards. Even if that was the top goal that you want. My top goal is to be a stuntman, and then I started seeing like I can be not just be the guy that's doubling that main guy. I can be that main guy.
Right.
I want to be that main guy.
Yeah.
And I want it, you know, not just. You know, I want it globally, but I want to be it for our people.
Yes, absolutely. Because the only actor I know, like for sure, is Tom Cruise that does his own stunts.
See, my thing is, we can look at and say all when it comes to action, the action genre.
Right.
We can look at it and be like, hey, John McClane. You know who John McClane is from? Everybody know the name. That's from Die Hard. John Wick. Like, that's not the guy's name. His name is, you know, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
But John Wick, you automatically go there.
Right.
What black person you can say?
I know. And I can't think of one black action star. Yeah, and it's like Shaft. From the 70s.
Yeah, you know, and we had to make them cool. We got now we got Alex Cross. Well, we've been had Alex Cross, but people just now starting to see who it was, and that started with Morgan Freeman, and people don't know that. Now he's the action guy.
Yeah.
But we had T'Challa, Black Panther.
Exactly.
No, but for me, it was Action Jackson. That was the first black person I saw doing some cool stuff on film.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Michael Jai White did Spawn, which that's my guy. I can't wait to work with him. And Wesley Snipes did Blade.
Yep.
Those are the only ones we can just say, I want to create a series or a character that we don't have to like die from. Like they got Batman. They can be Batman. There's so many versions of Batman.
Yeah.
I hated when they killed off T'Challa. It was like, look, well, what do we get? That's forever. That kids can be like, I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Because when it was like, oh, we ain't bringing T'Challa back, it was like, yo, we need that.
Yeah.
We need somebody Shaft was that for me. When they kept making the different Shafts, I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
We got a black person that's an action guy, and that's me. But I want to be that for the next generation. And that's the plan.
That's good. Now let's go into, I guess, what you want for yourself in the next 5 years. So, 2030. 2030. Where do you see yourself as an actor, as a stuntman, and then a little bit of your personal life?
Okay. 2030. I plan on already being co-star in maybe a lot of series or maybe a lot of movies that's out.
Okay.
Globally. I want to have already a series under my belt that I created.
Okay.
And, you know, maybe that is blowing up, but people have known me from. Because that'll hit on my goals as a writer.
Okay.
In this industry, but also my goal as an actor as well, independently. I want to start an action movie, maybe original, maybe somebody else's, which is cool. But I don't have to be the lead, but I definitely want to be one of the people that's like oh no, that bad. We know that bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's in it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a badass.
Okay.
You know, stunt wise, I want to make money doing stunts. Like for the next 5 years, I want to work consistently. I want to learn consistently. I want to be more badass than I've been in the last few years.
Yeah.
Stunt coordinating, I want to be able to have done that. I did my first time this year, last year, which was great. Now I want to be able to do more, and they're being a little more noticed.
Right.
Acting wise, I definitely want to be in something that's in theaters or I want to be recurring in a show.
Okay.
Or I want to be like at least I don't want to be a day player in a movie. I want to be something that's like, hey, this guy. It may not be the main, but it's something because I know the main gonna come later.
Right.
But within these 5 years, I just want to get my name out there. I want to market better so people can see the roles that I see for myself.
Yes. Okay.
So, yeah. Personally, I tried to buy a house this year. It didn't work out good. I lost all my money. But that's another conversation.
Okay.
I lost all my money that I saved the last few years. And that was a learning lesson.
Okay.
Learning lesson. But in 5 years, I hope, I will be in a home. Okay. Using and learning lessons
that you learned from last year. Okay.
Because I learned from those lessons, hopefully I have 2 homes.
Okay.
And, just another business. I'm trying to think a lot more business mind now that I'm a little older. And, I have the resources and means at the time. But just being smarter with my money, prioritizing life. Yeah. As it comes. So.
That's important. Very good. Those are some good lofty goals, but also very achievable.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. Because we bought our home 2 years ago. So nice. Yeah, it's a journey. Like it's not, especially when you don't come from families who have owned a lot of property. Right. And you're like one of the first ones.
I'll be the first.
See, so no one's done it before, so it's gonna be a little bit harder, and that's okay. Like you'll figure it out.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I figured it out. Yeah. The L's, they just learned the lessons. Exactly. I try to look at them like that, but they was some big L's though.
Yeah, I know it'd be hurting, but
I was like, ooh, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so speak to someone who wants to be in the stunt world. Where should they get started? What's like the blueprint?
Ooh, okay.
Is it like this 18-year-old guy that's like, hey, I want to fight on camera?
Okay. I would say this for any age because I've seen people older than me get into stunts and it work out really good for them. But I've seen people young. I put people on that got on before me. And I'm still extremely happy for a lot of those people because I feel like, look, you belong there. And for me to be able to help you get there, that was like everything for me. I have a friend, he works all the time. He's been working the last 4 years. And literally I just got on 2 years ago. Yeah. But I'm always proud of them. People like that. Having that particular attitude is important because you can't compare yourself to other people, but at the same time you can't hate when other people get their recognition in too. Right. So I just want to put that in there. But somebody, and I say that to say because people that want to just get started, there's gonna be time where you feel like you're gonna get looked over, people skipping over you, and this is that, and that's part of the game. All right, you stay focused in you, and you focus in your priorities, your time management, and the things that you want to get done, your goals. So I would say the first step. I think it was the best advice I got was from a stunt person. It was like, you want to be a stunt person, go take an acting class. Just let that be the first thing you do because you have to understand that like this is all acting. This is all pretend. This is all make-believe, but this is all drawn from something. Okay. And the only way you're going to learn where it's drawn from is when you go take acting classes. Got it. So, stunts is acting with the movement. You can't just be moving. You got to have intentions with your movement. Right. In acting class, they teach you intentions with your words, intentions with your eyes, intentions with everything, intentions with your objective of what you want in the scene. And it's the same thing with stunts. that we have an objective. If I'm just a bad guy that's getting beat up by the superhero, then my objective is to go through him. His objective is to stop me. It's always got to be conflicting. Take the acting class. You won't know that until you go take acting classes.
Beautiful.
Take acting classes. Stay athletic. Work out. But the skills of being a stunt person, you're only going to get when you go to somewhere where people are doing stunts.
Okay.
When I started here in Atlanta, there wasn't a particular gym to go to do stunts. Everybody had workshops here and there, but there are elements that you had to learn in order to be a stunt person. So most stunt people go take martial art classes.
Okay.
So go take martial art classes, and it ain't gotta be your typical high karate.
Yeah.
But there's different styles. Learn the different styles to take. Boxing, Muay Thai, stick fighting. Those are like the basics of everything else. Everything else start being specific.
Okay.
So work out. Go somewhere. I give examples. Jam Atlanta is somewhere new actually. We didn't have that when I was coming up in the Stunts.
You said it's Jam?
Jam.
Okay.
JAMATL. It's called Join All Movement. They're really big in California.
Okay.
And in California, that's where all the Hollywood movies are shot. All the stunt guys in California train at Jam. They've been there for a long time. They created a group called 8711. We don't have something like that here in Atlanta. We're trying to create that, but they've been doing it for a long time. And they most of the action movies that shot in Hollywood is previs or it's designed there.
Okay. So
they just moved one here to Atlanta, and it's been open for a year now. They're really good. They're really good instruction.
Good.
And a lot of people that's lost in this area because you don't have to do stunts to go there to work out, but they have a very big tricking community. So go there, go any of those gyms. The Vault is another one. That's the one I'm part of now. They do these boot camps where you learn all the basics of every stunt that we have to do in movies.
Wow.
And and over time you keep building the skeleton of fulfilling your skills within all of those. Where you keep going back. And I would give one more. Oh, they're not here anymore. I just thought about that. But Jam, the Vault. Go take martial arts classes, work out, hit workouts. It will going to be the best thing for you because on set, you got to fall. It's like, all right, we're going right back again. Fall again. Right back again. Fall again. But learning the basic falls, that will set you up for success. Basic falls, fights, any martial arts, staying athletic, working out, but also staying in the community where people do stunts.
Okay.
Staying in it, and that's something I kind of struggle with because I'm in every community because I got different goals. But I've not worked a whole lot like I want because I'm not around all the stunt people all the time.
Got you.
And that's a difference.
So staying close to that community because they know exactly what's filming, what's going on, what people need.
And in our stunt world, and I'm gonna say this, in our stunt world, we have to always show and prove. So acting wise, you got we don't have agents.
Okay.
There's no agencies.
So how do you?
Yeah, we're our own individual contractors.
Wow.
So a stunt coordinator will call you. It's like, hey, see you got this skill or that skill. I saw it on your reel. Can you come? Are you available on the 5th? Yeah. And they call you. You come there. There's no middleman between you and them. So you get all the money, which is great. But the stunt coordinator is trusting that you have the skill, that you know
and that you know what you're doing.
They had to see it. So that if it's on your reel, and we have a thing, if you can't do it 5 times in a row, you don't put it on your reel. You don't say you can do it.
Okay.
And that right there will get you not hired. If you say you can do something, you can't do it.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't want their reputation.
Right.
It's already hard to get a job because stunt people, they only pick people that they can trust.
Okay.
And they have to build trust, and they take time. And that's one reason why I didn't work a lot. It's like, hey, I don't know you, bro. You're a big black guy. You say you can kick.
Yeah.
I mean, you say you probably did 20 takes on your reel. So I don't know if you can do it like right then and there. And so I'm not going to just pick you, but I do know this guy, he can do it 80 times without me saying, and he worked for me 10 times already. And matter of fact, he might not be available, but it's all good. I'll wait till he's available. I'm available now, but I don't know you. So
Got
sit
it.
your ass down.
So in the realm of stunt, is there a high need for African American people?
This is a great question.
Okay.
Great question. African American people in okay. I want to give you an example. You seen Daredevil?
Yes, because it was this girl with long black hair. What's her name?
White girl with long black hair?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, okay. How many black people you saw in there?
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
John Wick.
I don't think I've seen any in John Wick, to be honest.
I'll give you one more example. Let's say somebody, let's say let's say a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Lioness?
No.
You should watch it. It's always said it's fire.
Okay.
It's a typical TV show.
Yeah.
A CW show. You seen Flash? The Flash?
Yeah.
Okay.
That, yeah.
Black people.
Yeah.
Maybe
2.
couple.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of jobs for us. We either the ones getting beat the F up, and it's always the same people that they pick.
Mm-hmm.
The superheroes are literally white.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's a girl superhero, a girl
Mm-hmm.
badass in the movie, she's beating up white guys.
Yeah.
Or if she is beating up a black guy, she's beating the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not a lot of roles for us black people because the stories that are being told are mostly for those people.
Okay.
So we see like John McClane in Die Hard, and he's in New York. He was in the hood and whatnot. You'll see black people there. He beating up some black people.
Yeah.
If it's goons
Mm-hmm.
or like thugs,
yeah,
they hire some black guys. They get beat up.
Mm.
But it's not really typical that you would see a lot of black guys.
Okay. I just wanted clarity on that because I'm not even familiar
I understand,
with the stunt world at all. So I didn't know if it was like, we really need some or
women is different.
Okay.
So there's a big shortage of black women in stunts.
Really?
And we have different shades.
Yes.
So it's really hard for them to find people our complexion that can do some of the things, especially when it comes to women. Okay. There's this woman, she probably won't be saying her name, so I just won't say it. But she works all the time. Yeah. Even celebrities be like, oh no. If it's not her, we're not shooting today. If it's not her, we're not shooting today. She works so much, so it's the point. It's like celebrities ask for her specifically because she can do all the things. Wow. There's another black girl I know. She's very small, but she can play kids. Oh, and she works all the time because it's not a lot of dark skinned black kids. Yeah. Black girls, whatever. So yeah. Yeah, I follow one girl. I forget her name. I think it's Carrie something. I follow her on Instagram and she does stunts. Oh, Carrie, I know Carrie. Yeah. She's I think based in LA. But even her, her size and her skin, it's not a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah. So like Queen Latifah, she's bigger, she's taller, she's darker. She got to be able to flip some people and stuff because she's the equalizer. Right. Shout out to Joanna's. I think Joanna's the one who she doubled her a lot over the years. Okay. Joanna's made Stunt POC, which is Stunt People of Color. Shout out to y'all. We people of color. She made it specifically for us people of color who don't get jobs all the time, who's not known, who's when the coordinator, I need a black person, but I don't know any black people. I'm sorry to say it like that. But
no, but it's the truth.
It's the truth. I know a black girl who can drive. Yeah. So I need to go to Stunt POC and that's when I can find a database of black people, people of color that can drive. And we always have to show and tell. So when I say if I learn a new skill, nunchucks, I try to put it in the fight scene. I have to put that out so coordinators can see it. Right. And it has to look good. It has to be production value, and it has to be something that come on. Yeah. It can't be no BS because you put BS out, you'll never get hired. We have to constantly always prove ourselves. So we got to learn how to film. We have to learn angles. We have to learn how to do whatever it needs to be done for it to come out. It was like, you know what? he know how to use that weapon. I need to hire him.
Got it.
Jawan is just really good with just showing I can do this as well. She's like OG in the game.
Got it. Okay.
So yeah, her and there's only a few other black women that works all the time because it's a shortage of black women. But yeah, that's something that's very much needed. Black women, but also black men in different sizes, different shades. Because sometimes light skinned people can pass off as white. You know, a black person can pass off as being African. You know what I'm saying? I know this guy, he's black. Well, nah, he's Hispanic and black, but he can play Arabian. He can play any of the Middle Eastern people. And then you look at him, it's like, God, I don't know what to say, but I know you're black.
Yeah.
But you got a whole bunch of other stuff in you too.
Yeah.
And that works out. So yeah.
Okay. I love that. Thank you so much for that insight.
No problem.
Yeah, that was, because I know there's probably somebody out there that wants to get into stunts, just don't know where to start. I didn't know where to start. Yeah.
But take a martial arts class, go to acting class. And that was the best start. Learn how to fall, and that'll take you everywhere.
Okay, so lastly, where can people connect with you? Follow you and all that good stuff.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram. I am SUPAMAN. I am Superman. I'm also on Facebook, Charles Huggins. I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah.
TikTok finna go.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to TikTok.
I didn't have a TikTok
so
anyway. As an IT person, I just know we ain't downloading that. And you should. A lot of people should have did it anyway, but hey, it looked fun. But yeah, that's y'all can find me. I am Superman. I be on Tubi, Amazon Prime, couple shows on there, Netflix. But y'all gonna know my name and see me a whole lot more soon.
There we have it. That's the best way to end it.
That's right.
All right. Thanks for being on the call sheet.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. That was good.
Yeah. Thank you.